Hello, fellow travel enthusiasts. Welcome back to another episode of Travel-Preneur. I'm your host, Megan McSwain. Today, we are joined with Phillip Ballard, the dynamic Chief Communications Officer and Head of Investor Relations for HotelPlanner. Welcome, Phillip. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me, Mega. It's an honor.
So, Phillip, HotelPlanner is renowned for its AI and machine learning capabilities that seamlessly cater to travelers' hotel needs. How does the company leverage these advanced technologies to provide personalized and frictionless booking experiences for individuals, groups, corporate clients?
Sure. I'll answer that as a second question. If you don't mind, I'd love to spend just 1 minute highlighting that we just hosted our American Group Travel Awards on Sunday at the Boca Raton Resort. And this is our annual charity gala. And just a little humble brag here. This was probably our best event in 20 years. We were also celebrating our 20th anniversary. It happened to coincide with the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So we gave our big World Hospitality Award to rapper Flavor Flav, who was just terrific on stage. And
hilarious. Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun.
And Cuba Gooding Jr., the actor, introduced him. We had Grandmaster Flash DJing. We had Rob Bass performing. Cuba Gooding Jr. broke out in breakdancing.
Wow.
which went viral. So it was amazing. We had other celebrities there. Paul Oakenfold, record producer, cruiserweight boxing champion Lawrence Okolie, who's one of HotelPlanner's brand ambassadors, and a lot of other media stars. So it was terrific. We raised a lot of money for St. Jude's. So I just wanted to share that.
Wow, that's amazing. No, thank you for sharing that. We love hearing stuff like that. That's great.
In terms of AI, we have always used AI since our founding. We are an AI-powered platform. And so we've always used machine learning to get smarter and smarter over the years. And we're always trying to stay ahead of the technology curve. When ChatGPT and generative AI came about last year, we quickly moved on it. And what we decided to do was combine two of the industry's most powerful trends right now, which is loyalty and AI. So about a year ago, we launched our first loyalty program. It's called Hotel Buyers Club. And you can go on hotelbuyers.club and check it out. It's wholesale rates, no rules, no points, no gimmicks, no catch. Just immediate savings, wholesale rates on 1.4 million hotels.
Wow.
And it's ChatGPT enabled, meaning we've integrated the ChatGPT search tool into the Hotel Buyers Club experience for search so that you could ask it any question under the sun. We think that that's been powerful. And we're constantly looking for the next iteration. So, I mean, I've spoken 3 times this year at different conferences about AI and how it's going to revolutionize the travel industry. So we can get into that. But yeah, HotelPlanner is definitely an AI firm, and we're leading with that. We've also made 3 brand acquisitions in just the past 3 months. So I have to share that briefly. We've acquired Lucid Travel, which is a sports booking platform. We've acquired Event Squid, which is a world-renowned leading event tech registration platform. And we just last week acquired Clevertis. Clevertis is a French-based trade show multimedia platform. So they serve as the official media provider for about 21 trade shows around the world across all industries. So HotelPlanner is really evolving from a hotel booking site and group travel experts, that's our heritage, to, I think, in the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to be event tech and one-stop shop for the hotel booking, the registration, the venue selection or meeting selection, and then also the promotion and the media that you need to attend trade shows. So HotelPlanner is rapidly evolving.
How does HotelPlanner's closed user group discount rate approach cater to diverse clients, and how does it reflect the company's commitment to tailored travel solutions?
Yeah, so just to level set, what we mean by closed user group, this is an industry term. It just means a private, closed operating environment. So for example, if we have a microsite or we have our loyalty program, you have to log into it, or you provide us your email address, or if you call our remote agent platform and you speak to one of our remote sales agents, then it becomes a private closed sales environment, and we can offer those closed user group rates. And that really is what HotelPlanner is known for. That's where we make a lot of our money. The real differentiator for us among many is just that dynamic pricing that we can offer through those private closed sales environments. For example, during the pandemic, we had a lot of friends and family get laid off and people needed things to work, but we also had this massive influx of customer calls. Can I go to this city? Do I have to wear a mask? Just all these COVID related questions.
Yeah.
And we realized quickly, we can't outsource this to a chatbot or AI. We need a human touch.
Real people, right?
It's high tech, high touch. So it's within our brand. So we started employing friends and family to take inbound sales calls. And this
Wow.
platform has now grown. We've onboarded 8,000 or so remote agents. We have about 1,000 that are active every week taking calls. Their conversion rate is 20 to 25% versus, if you're just shopping on an e-commerce site, maybe it's 2 to 3% chance that
Right.
site will get the business. So it's been really revolutionary for us. And we've tripled our revenues the past 3 years, partly as a
Of,
result of this,
of COVID. Yeah.
and I
Wow.
think the only real OTA that does have this gig economy based remote agent sales platform. We still have our traditional legacy customer service call centers overseas to handle refunds and things like that. But the inbound sales call center that's gig based has been really powerful. We don't tell them when to work. They work their own hours. Some of them are seasonal, or it's just on the weekends, or just on the mornings, or maybe it's just for 2 hours when their kid is napping. Been really great, and we've been able to spread the love, spread that revenue across all 50 states or 49 states.
This episode is brought to you by Travel-Payments.com. Travel businesses have unique needs when it comes to credit card processing, from large average ticket sizes and tolerance for higher chargeback ratios to simple integrations with the most popular shopping cart systems. The travel industry specialists at Travel-Payments.com have you covered. Unfortunately, many of the most popular credit card processors initially accept travel businesses, but without warning, freeze their merchant accounts and the thousands of dollars in them because these service providers don't understand or support the unique needs of travel industry business. Don't get stuck with one of the big guys who will freeze you out without a moment's notice. Instead, work with the travel industry specialists who will support your business every step of the way. Visit travelpayments.com to get a free quote today. So obviously the travel industry is continuously met with challenges. I mean, for so many people, COVID was a game changer. I mean, so many people didn't survive that time, but how do you guys deal with the various challenges from shifting consumer preferences to global disruptions? How does Hotel Planner adapt its strategies and operations to navigate these challenges effectively, whatever they may be?
I think the entire C-suite stays on top of the trends. Our co-founders, Tim Henschel and John Prince, and our COO, Bruce Rosenberg, and our other executives across the globe, we're constantly looking at trends. We're attending conferences or speaking on stage at conferences almost weekly. It seems we really do have our pulse on what's going on in the industry. Not that we're the only experts in town, but we learn just as much from our fellow panelists and from networking and going to these trade shows and learning who's out there and who's in the lead and which companies maybe didn't survive, which companies are thriving and why. And maybe we want to partner with them, maybe we don't. We're always keeping an eye on the technology curve, on the innovation curve, emerging competitors, on our existing competitors.
You have your finger on the pulse for sure.
We do. And I would also liken us, I'm a former naval officer, so I use a lot of nautical metaphors. So I liken Hotel Planner to a fast Corvette or a cruiser that can move real fast and it's more nimble and agile and flexible, as opposed to a large aircraft carrier where if they needed to pivot and turn, it would take a lot more time.
That's a really good analogy. So what strategic partnerships does Hotel Planner pursue to enhance digital capabilities?
Yeah, let me answer it this way. There's 3 ways we make money. Our group travel core legacy expertise.
Right.
And this is rough math. That's about a third of our business. About a third is our hotelplanner.com direct, just booking on all of our different platform sites. And then the other third, to answer your question, is we've got thousands of affiliate partnerships. So this is really another thing that makes us unique. For a revenue share, typically, we partner with pro sports teams, youth sports leagues, USA teams like USA Judo or USA Karate, organizations, government agencies, any large corporation that travels, we want to be their official or preferred hotel provider. And then we do a rev share. So we partner with a lot of sports. We are one of the leading hotel providers for the wedding booking sites, Wedding Wire and Knot and Zola and a few others overseas.
Yeah.
So that's a core industry vertical for us, weddings. Any group of travel we do serve and support, but weddings are big for us and sports.
Yeah, weddings are huge, especially, I mean, do you feel like they have come back? I mean, in your opinion, do you think that it's kind of the same now as it was before the pandemic, as far as destination weddings?
Wedding demand, I would say wedding demand is probably the highest than
higher.
Well,
Wow.
2022, there was obviously all that pent up demand for weddings because couldn't make it official for 2 years. So no doubt there are destinations that are booked for several years in advance. And
Right.
I'm sure there are couples that have had to change their destinations plans because they just couldn't either afford a certain place or they didn't want to
Right.
wait 2 years to go to Hawaii or whatever. So yeah, weddings are very strong. That's one of the big bright green shoots in our industry.
Sure. And I know you mentioned some of it. You guys clearly have a lot going on with the acquisitions and everything, but what is your vision for the future of Hotel Planner and its role in transforming specifically the technology part of travel industry?
And this is going to be a collective effort. There'll be companies like ours and many others that have all sorts of innovations. And who knows what this will look like 5, 10 years from now. But what the industry is moving towards collectively is a term that they're calling frictionless travel. And what they mean by this is a seamless, turnkey, stress-free
Mm.
experience from travel inspiration when you're on TikTok or you're on Instagram or you just
Where that
decide
idea comes to your
I do want to
head.
go to Fiji,
Yeah.
and then the
Yeah.
researching your trip to Fiji, maybe you're now using generative AI tools to come up with a travel itinerary or suggested activities. One of my ideas that I'll share, and I don't know who would come up with this and how it might work, but basically a travel avatar that would be blockchain enabled and AI powered that you would upload to any travel, tourism, hospitality site that would provide whatever information about your travel needs and preferences and travel history that you want. So for someone a little skittish, maybe they just upload that they like the aisle seat and they want the vegetarian meal. For others, it might have benefactor, information and the temperature that they want their hotel room in at and the scent and endless amount of little unique customer traveler needs because you
Right.
travel differently than I do and we all
Right.
have different specifics. I don't know how this would work, but that's an idea that you would have some
It's a
sort of
great
travel
idea.
avatar would be, think of it like a digital ID and you can take it with you wherever you go. And maybe some companies will accept it and others
Right.
won't. But that's one idea I've had that I've been sharing on stage the past year. The notion there is that across your entire travel journey from end to end, from inspiration to post stay, every spoke activation along that travel journey,
Right.
ideally they would be notified of your status. So for example,
Sure.
let's say your flight is delayed and now you're checking into the hotel at midnight, not 8 p.m. Well, wouldn't it be great if the hotel already knew that
Yeah.
because they get notification in real time? Okay, so we're going to turn his bed down. We're going to leave him his favorite meal from room service on his bed upon his arrival because they already knew. So that's the
Right.
kind of bespoke, personalized, customized service that I think our industry is moving towards. I think it's going to take another 5 to 10 years. Another example might be, okay, well, Facebook sees that I'm in Miami or going to Miami. They can reach out to my other Miami friends on my Facebook network and offer them specific deals or maybe a restaurant deal. Or, hey, as a reminder, your friends on Facebook also live in this city. Here's a discount to a hotel or a discount to an event. You'd have to opt into that. That's where this is going.
And it just seems like it just takes a lot of the effort out, the stress that comes with traveling. I mean, I hate to say thinking for yourself. It's almost like someone doing that for you for some of these things that you don't want to be bothered with. I think it's a great place to get to, but yeah, I could imagine it would take time that we're not quite there yet.
There's a lot of regulatory confusion. There aren't really any regulations yet. So there's just a lot of discussions on Capitol Hill
Right.
and think tanks about what to do. There will be regulations coming. We'll have to see what that looks like. But I think the genie's out of the bottle. Generative AI is here to stay. I think it is going to permanently change the way we travel and do business with travelers. It's very exciting.
Very exciting. As a respected figure in the travel technology industry, what advice would you offer to aspiring professionals and entrepreneurs? I mean, you guys are clearly moving fast, but like someone who's just wanting to get into this space where it's hard to get into unless you can really keep up.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I could do a whole podcast on this. I mean, I have plenty of career advice for my career with the ups and downs, and fail fast, learn from your mistakes quickly, and rebound quickly is probably my best piece of personal career advice because we all make mistakes, and the
Yeah.
faster you make them, and the quicker you learn that lesson earlier in your career, the better. But failing fast also goes towards innovation. So if you have an idea and you're a 22-year-old entrepreneur and you want to start a new thing, well, you're going to have to do a competitive analysis. Does this thing already work? You're going to have to look at financing. You're going to have to really be patient because it takes a good at least 2 years to become profitable, typically. Do you want to bootstrap and not take any venture capital or PE funds, or do you want to do that? And there's pros and cons to those approaches. Another piece of advice is that you have to know the industry. So before I would ever launch a hospitality or travel tech related product, I'd probably be spending a year going to all the top travel conferences around the world, travel tech, really learning and knowing the space. And I mean, that's essential. And then networking. I mean, you have to build and grow your network. People come and go from this industry, but we've been around for 20 years, HotelPlanner, and we've made relationships with hotels and the companies and partners that support us that we work with over a 20-year period. Now you can't replicate that overnight. So start now. If you're young, start building your relationship capital now. And it might not be the person you meet at the conference. It might be their brother or their second or
Right.
third contact.
You never know where you'll make those connections.
Never know. To quote Flavor Flav from our award show last week, you put out the love and the love comes back. And
That's for sure.
Simple but profound words from Flav.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, who knew? Thank you so much, Phillip. This has been really insightful, really exciting, everything that you guys are doing. And we would love to circle back with you in the future because it sounds like you guys are moving fast and a lot is happening in your space. So let our listeners know where they can learn more about HotelPlanner and where they can reach you.
HotelPlanner.com, and all of our social is at HotelPlanner. You can follow our CEO at HotelPlanner CEO. You can find me, Phillip C. Ballard, on LinkedIn. All my contact information is there.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. To our listeners, please follow and subscribe for future episodes and leave us reviews. Thank you so much, Phillip. Take care.
Thanks so much. It was a pleasure.